able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now he's held and return. It's a loose football. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
You look at this Cowboy defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Here's Rodgers on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now it's Rodgers. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They'll run left with Pollard. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And a short gain here down to the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, with the problems they've had getting rid of the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And again, it's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Rodgers going to throw. And he's caught downfield by Isabella. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Cowboys 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Flush to his right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott yet again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Prescott now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Turpin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point splits the offense. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Prescott off play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good relax.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000 yards
taken it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need the blitzing? Do I need the pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There's the stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give to Pollard running left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 105 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down, and it's Pollard again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
In motion left goes Cooks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off they've got his man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional...
And I think the ball's out. And that was picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the medal lands. All they have to do
was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.